Doctors go on strike for doctors. Teachers go on strike for teachers. Truck drivers go on strike for truck drivers. So when you enter a relationship, negotiate for you. That my boyfriend of 7 years should propose. Yes, now. 7 years. We should pray for him to take. You see, when you enter dating without definition, that's what happens. That's what happens. Don't do that, especially as a woman. Why do I say especially a woman? Because your timing is different from a man. Men and women are different. I don't have time for. There are too many things I have to share. Please, we have many books here. Please, everybody should get these books. If you're here, one of the investments you make is go to the stand and say, give me a book. If you choose your credit card, use your credit card. Trust me, it's a good investment, like I told you. Anything you invest in yourself is never wasted. I have a book here titled 7 Questions Wise Women Ask. Women, one of the questions you must ask a guy interested in you is when. Don't start any indefinite thing. Apart from the what we are entering, on that question is when we are doing this. What kind of relationship it is? If somebody says, I just want to see how it goes, that's not a definition. If somebody says, I want to date you, let's go out. All these things are very, open. If a guy says, I want to date you, and he dates you for 7 years, like that lady that raised that prayer point, and after dating you for 7 years, said, I've dated you for 7 years, now you are outdated. I don't think we are meant for each other. Has he lied? Did he not date you? Wasn't that what he said at the beginning? So why are you saying heartbreak? Why are you saying he lied? No, he never lied. He said, I want to date you. Has he not dated you? Dated you very well. He's a committed dater. Because he did exactly what he said. But you see, women in their heads, they have a way of magnifying simple things. Women's brain are complex. If you understand a woman's brain, I wish women can even understand how powerful their own brains are. If you know how God created your brain as a woman, it's complex. So women can make simple, complex things, but they can make simple things complex. This thing I'm saying now, most women can't understand it. Why should I tell a man what does he want? Which one is better? To enter journey, you don't know where you're going. Then you reach the road. Then he tells you, come down. You don't even know where he wants to drop you. Whether they even have Uber there. You don't know. But you enter the car, no clarity of where we are going. Have you ever done that before? You just go, somebody say, you want a ride? Say yes, where are we going? Anywhere. Nobody does that except women in a relationship. Because you are calculating that he will marry. He might not. I don't have time to go into all these details. But please don't date all this kind of dating that is not defined. Just checking each other out. Really? For how long exactly? And do you have the time? A guy has limitless time. You need to understand, men and women are different, and God wired it that way for some reason. But men and women are on the clock. From when you are 12, 13 and co, you have a monthly cycle. That monthly cycle means it's like tick, 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 tick. You're on the clock. It means your life is tied to a timing cycle. A man never has a cycle. Women have what is called menopause. That means you reach a stage where you can't have kids again. Men don't have that. Men can have children at any age. So the person you're dealing with has no framework to understand you. You are the one that will bring him up to speed. Many women think the man understands. He doesn't know. He has no time issue. So he thinks we can date for 10, 20 years now. Why are you rushing? Has anybody heard that before? Why are you rushing before? Because the person you are dealing with has no framework. He's not wicked. He has no framework for timing. He's not on any clock. He can have children at 70. He has no framework. I used to have an uncle that was this short. It was like this, my uncle. What happened? My father's brother or something, at old age, his first wife died, and he married another woman when he was 70 or something. And he had my uncle. He was having children at almost 80 years old. And the guy was my uncle. Because in village, everything's by age grade and sequence. So he was my father's brother. That's my uncle. Line up behind him if we're picking meat. He's our uncle. He's our uncle. Is what I'm saying? Because men can have kids at any age. A man, in fact, the older a man is, the more desirable he is, especially if he's successful. It's desirable. He can marry 100 times over. You as a woman, you're on a time clock, you're on a time frame. You can't have kids at any age. You can't have kids conveniently at any age. Even if you're trying to have it at old age, you will feel the impact. Any doctor will tell you. You feel the impact. But that man, 60, he's still bouncing. Still having sex, still doing everything. You are going through menopause. So, why am I saying this? When you're dealing with a man, men have financial clock, women have biological clock. So the man is negotiating that let's things settle down financially. That's why doctors don't go on strike for teachers. Have you noticed? You never see doctors say, we're going on strike. Say, why? Pay teachers more. No. Doctors go on strike for doctors. Teachers go on strike for teachers. Truck drivers go on strike for truck drivers. So when you enter a relationship, negotiate for you. Don't say, just give me time. I'm trying to put some things together financially. He's on a financial clock. The issue with that is that you'll be 40 by the time it's done. So you negotiate and say, you know what? What kind of financial goals are you really worried about? You say, our mortgage, our other. You say, me too, I work. We'll combine our finances. So let's marry next week. He will say, next week is too close. So 1 month time. That's how to negotiate. Not that you come and say, he said, let's see how things are going here. You are waiting, you're waiting, you're waiting. And you know, he can do all these 5 years waiting. And his mother now say he doesn't want you. But that's how men used to break up when they can't tell you. Say, hey, my mother say I should not marry them. Then you go back to zero. And of course, as you're getting older, you are leaving the dating pool. So don't let somebody waste your time. So, don't beg anybody. Me and my wife have a message on YouTube titled 10 agreements we had before we got married. 10 agreements. One of the agreements we had when we were in a relationship was that if at any point you feel this is not what you want to do, or you don't want to marry me, tell me. We would break without any issues. We both agreed that if at any point you are unsure, uncertain, even if it's on the wedding day, if it's on the altar, some minutes to join in, if for any reason you become unsure, uncertain, or you just don't want anymore, we'll break up amicably. That's how two healthy people discuss. Not, if you leave me, I'll kill you. If you don't marry me, I'll kill you. We'll kill ourselves. You are desperate. Desperation is never attractive. Desperation is what? Never attractive. You see that the more high value something is, the more screening it puts. Getting an American visa is very different from getting a visa to Burkina Faso. Are you getting what I'm saying? The more desirable something is, if you are acting desperate, that doesn't help you. You can't beg your way into a good marriage. You must love yourself so much that even if somebody wants to break up with you, your dignity is in place. You understand that it's not you, it's them, because of how much you've developed yourself. Not that you feel like I'm dead, I'm nobody because somebody left you. No. Are you getting what I'm saying? I preached somewhere this week online, and a lady made a comment. She said her first marriage, she just married somebody that was a prayer warrior, and the person became horrible inside the marriage, and now she's divorced. This second time, she's going to marry a rich man. Because in the course of my message, I was saying a rich man is not a way to choose a spouse. That's vague. So she said, I'm going to marry a rich man. I said, you are making the same mistake you made the first time. Because you can make 100 mistakes. So just because you had one bad relationship or bad marriage doesn't mean you're going to get it right next time. If nothing changes in your thinking.